My name's Jeff. I am Director of Employer Relations with the Career Professional Development Center here at Carnegie Mellon University. So what we do is we support all 7 colleges across the university. We have a team of career advisors who are embedded in all the different colleges, and they're specialized in different majors. So they're giving guidance to our students and helping them in their career journey. And one of the nice things that I get to do, I'm not so much involved with the student side, but I'm leading the team that are engaged with employers, people who come here to recruit. And we act as consultants. We are the guides to help navigate the ecosystem at Carnegie Mellon University. And there's a lot of different programs. Sometimes there's crossover. And I think one of the great things about Carnegie Mellon is that we have so many programs that give students the opportunity to learn across different platforms in different ways. So I want to give a shout out to the faculty that we have here. And they have created these programs that attracts the top students across the world. And I know Rebecca was here earlier talking, and our data science program is amazing, and a lot of that is due to her work and efforts that she's done. So, and there's so many. Computer science has just recently come out #1 ranked. We have 17 programs ranked in the top 5, and 6 ranked in the top 10 in addition to that. So lots of great programs to help give this great talent a start in terms of their education. Another thing, and I was just thinking about Tony. I'm gonna go back to the beginning here and go full circle. And Tony's, besides coming up with the brilliant Heinz ketchup bottle, which blew my mind, so simple but amazing. One of the things he said in his note to himself, younger self, was, and it was the first thing he said, was surround yourself with great talent. And so we like to play a part in doing that. There was a recent survey. They looked at the top firms in Silicon Valley and which companies, which schools are the top feeder schools. And CMU came up as #1, which I'm not surprised. I'm sure the people at Stanford are probably wanting their own data science people to look at those numbers, but we're very proud of that. But another thing, our students, whenever they graduate, Silicon Valley is one area they go, but they go all over. Pittsburgh's not really a regional school, so we do have students that do stay in Pittsburgh, but New York, Seattle, Washington, D.C. are some of the other locations where our students go. Some go on to grad school and do some research. And we have some of our top hiring organizations that do really well in terms of their efforts here. But what I wanted to do today, like I said, my role here and my team, we have an interview center with 27 interview rooms. We do all the career events throughout the year. We support all of the activities that enable companies to really execute on their strategy when it comes to university recruitment. But it all starts with one thing, and we use a third-party platform called Handshake. And Handshake is a place where people can go to post their jobs, register for our career events, or register for some on-campus interviews. You can go on there and check out resumes of students and actually reach out to students directly. 98% of our students are active our seniors are active on Handshake, so they're on there. We have a really good buy-in from our students in terms of the usage of Handshake. And part of that is because of our career advisors. They're giving them advice on how to engage. And everything we do, we advise companies to go on Handshake because the opportunities are there. The info sessions, any type of event they're doing, it's on Handshake. So it's in a student's best interest to go there. And we work very well with them. We also have alums who go on to Handshake. So are there any alums here, by the way? CMU alums? All right. All right, we have some. CMU alums are able to go on and use Handshake, so if they're doing job searches, they can do that as well. So some companies will post not just early talent roles, but experienced roles as well. One thing I recommend to anybody who is trying to recruit our talent, they're in high demand. Obviously, very smart students who are here, top programs, but with that, they're in very high demand. So you have to really differentiate yourself from all the different companies that are vying for their attention. I always say that recruiting at CMU is a contact sport, and that means you need to be on campus. So traveling to campus, attending events, and help elevate your company brand. And there's your brand that people know out as a consumer, but what is your employer brand? And that is the one thing that I can't stress enough. And it's posting a job is great, but to really stand out, you need to get in front of students and have conversations with them, and they need to get to know you. Another thing, when you are on campus, we have several different events throughout the year. Encompass is our career fair that we have for everybody. And then we have a few niche events. We have our Tartan Professional. A lot of companies like to hire student athletes, and that's our student athlete event. Spark is an event for startup companies, so companies with less than 500 people. That's always a fun event. We have a lot of entrepreneurial students here, and it gives them an opportunity to meet with these early stage, the smaller companies. Not every student wants to go to a larger company. Some want to go to smaller companies. So this is always a great event that we hold every year. And as I mentioned before, getting in here, information sessions, workshops, product demos. If you have a product or service, if you can get in with students and have some conversations with them. Connecting with student organizations, I think, is really great. Some of the student orgs want to connect with employers and have some conversations, so I think that's a great one. Office hours, we have coffee chats. Companies come to our interview center and they set up shop and welcome students and have some one-on-one conversations with the students, so that's always welcome. A couple things. One thing is early engagement. These events here, these are free events. Jumpstart is for first and second year students. We do that in the spring. So this fall, the first year students are overwhelmed with their classes and schoolwork. So we do this in the spring. It's an opportunity for them to just have conversations with employers. And it's a great way from the employer side to build your brand. Get in with these students that are just starting school, and they get to know you, and a lot of them come back a year or two later and say, hey, I remember meeting you at Jumpstart, and you really stuck out, and I want to have a conversation. CMU Universe is a platform we just launched last year. This is for, I asked before if we have any CMU alums. It's a free platform. It's a mentoring platform. So if you do have alums at your organization, I would spread the word and let them know that they can go on here. We have a few thousand already who are participating, but it's a great way to connect with students, help them on anything, and I could be on classes in data science or software engineering or whatever that is, but there's profiles and students can make connections with you, and it's been a great success so far. The other thing is our internship showcase. We're having that in actually 2 weeks. And that is an opportunity where we have students who interned at your company this past summer. They actually represent your company and talk to their peers about their experience. So they are actually ambassadors for your employer brand. And what better opportunity is to have somebody who came to your company over the summer and had a great experience, and then they talk to their peers about that experience and what they did. And that's a great thing to participate in. But like I said, these are opportunities that are free to employers, and they're great ways to engage. Another piece is the virtual strategy. Obviously, over the past couple of years, we were totally remote 2 years ago, and that really changed the way people recruit, and it's changed the recruiting every year. Over the past couple of years, we keep iterating on how university recruiting is done, and we still have some of our events that are still in hybrid, so you can connect in person, but also I realize that some companies still are not going out and going to campus, or perhaps are not doing it as much. So we still offer those virtual opportunities to connect. And last, elevating your brand. We have a partner program for companies that want to get their brand out there across campus. All of our employers that are partners, they have their logos displayed in our Career Center so students see that. And it's a great way to also support the programs that we have for our students. And that's all I have today. I only had a few minutes, but if you want to reach out to me, this is my email address on here, and also our website's on there with some more information on the Career and Professional Development Center. And thank you, Sean. Appreciate everyone's time.
Thanks, John.
Thanks.